There's a clock ticking. You can't hear it, you can't see it, but every second it's stealing something from you. Your potential, your energy, your dreams. And the worst part? You don't even realize it's happening. By the time you wake up, it might be too late. This is not a motivational video. This is a wake-up call. You are running out of time, and today we'll expose the invisible clock that's silently killing your dreams, and what you must do now to stop it. The biggest lie ever sold to humanity is this: you have time. From the moment we're born, we are told to wait. Wait until you're older. Wait until you graduate. Wait until the time is right. Wait until you feel ready. And so we wait for permission, for clarity, for the perfect moment. But here's the truth. The perfect moment never comes. While you're scrolling, procrastinating, overthinking, time is silently slipping away. Think about this. If you're 25, 30, or 40, you're not early in life. You're not even in the warm-up phase. You're in the game. And the scoreboard, it's counting down, whether you look at it or not. So what is the invisible clock? It's the psychological trap that convinces you there will always be more time. But it's wrong, dead wrong. This clock is quiet. It doesn't beep or warn you. Relentless. It never stops ticking. Deadly. Because it kills without violence. It kills with delay. Your dreams don't die because you weren't good enough. They die because you didn't move fast enough. And the tragedy? Most people won't even realize they were running out of time until it's all gone. One missed day doesn't matter, but one missed day becomes 2, then 3, and suddenly a year is gone. Every time you say, "I'll start tomorrow," "I'll wait until I'm ready," "Next week will be better," you're placing your dreams on the shelf. Success doesn't die overnight. It dies slowly, from small choices, small hesitations, small excuses, and those stack up like interest on a loan. Except the cost is your life. Imagine this. You wake up tomorrow and a voice says, "You have exactly 12 months left. After that, game over." What would you change? Would you finally write the book, start the business, have the difficult conversation, cut off distractions and chase something that matters? Here's the punchline. That voice is real. You just haven't heard it yet. You don't know how much time you have, which means every second counts. You can lose money and earn it back. You can fail in business and rebuild. You can get dumped and fall in love again, but you can never get time back. And the most dangerous place to be is comfortable in a life that doesn't challenge you. Every harmless YouTube video, every Netflix binge, every scroll through Instagram is a withdrawal from your time bank. You may not feel the loss now, but one day you will. So how do you stop this clock from killing your dreams? Step 1. Awareness. Realize the clock is ticking right now. You don't have time to waste. Step 2. Ruthless elimination. Cut out distractions, block noise, say no to things that don't move you forward. Step 3. Build urgency into your day. Act like you're on a deadline, because you are. Step 4. Focus on one thing, not 5, not 10. Just one goal, one dream, one mission, pursued with relentless energy. Step 5. Build systems, not just hype. Motivation fades. Systems endure. Build daily routines that pull you forward even when you don't feel like it. You're not running out of time someday, you're running out of time now. This video isn't here to scare you. It's here to wake you up. Because if you want to change your life, you don't need more time. You need more urgency. Let's be brutally honest. People don't fail because they take big risks and crash. They fail because they stay in a life of tiny distractions, low ambition, and low standards, thinking they have forever. Comfort is seductive, but comfort is killing you. Most dreams die in a cozy bed, a familiar job, a predictable schedule. The longer you stay comfortable, the weaker your urgency becomes. You scroll because it's easy. You procrastinate because it's familiar. You delay because there's no fire under you. So your job? Light that fire manually. Let's talk about what I call the death loop. It's the cycle of 1. Good intention 2. Mild discomfort 3. Procrastination 4. Guilt 5. Avoidance. 6th repeat. The more you delay action, the more guilt you feel. The more guilt you feel, the more you avoid. The more you avoid, the more time you waste. And by the time you try again, you're mentally exhausted. This is not laziness. This is a psychological trap. And the only way to break it is to do one thing. Take action before you feel ready. Most people are trapped in a cage they can't see. The cage of expectations, the cage of overthinking, the cage of analysis paralysis, the cage of someday the door's open. But they don't leave, because comfort is easier than courage. But here's the secret. Most success doesn't come from brilliance. It comes from breaking the cycle of inaction. Daily action, perfect plan, momentum greater than inspiration. Want to change your life? Don't plan, execute, and adjust as you go. Time isn't just a concept, it's your battlefield, and you need armor. Here's how. 1. Time blocks. Split your day into 90-minute blocks. Each block is sacred. Each block has one mission. 3 blocks a day equals 4.5 hours of deep, focused creation. That's more than most people do in a week. 2. Deadline-driven tasks. Always work under a timer. You don't need 3 hours. You need 30 minutes, under pressure. Parkinson's Law. Work expands to fill the time available for its completion. Shorten the time, increase the speed, deliver faster. 3. Non-negotiable habits. Make execution part of your identity. Every day, no matter what, I write, I sell, I build. Not if I feel like it, not when I'm inspired. Every day. Eliminate 90% of input. Most of what you consume is junk food for your brain. Information overload equals action paralysis. For every 1 hour of learning, spend 3 hours doing. That's the ratio of champions. You don't have time to chase 5 goals. You barely have time to chase 1. So pick one. Not start a podcast, write a book, launch a brand, build a YouTube channel, start a blog. Pick the one that will make all the others easier or irrelevant. Ask yourself, if I only had 12 months to live, what would I work on with obsession? That's your true goal. Chase that like your life depends on it, because it does. Forget motivation. Forget morning hype. Forget waiting to feel like it. Mental discipline comes from doing the hard thing daily, showing up when it sucks, executing when it's boring, finishing when you want to quit. Most people quit at 40%. Discipline pushes you to 100%. Want to win? Stop caring about how you feel. Care about what you committed to. Let's get real for a second. You're not guaranteed a second chance, a next year, another opportunity, a safer time. You're not young forever. You're not broke forever. But only if you act now. You don't get to wait for clarity. You earn clarity through action. What happens when the opportunity disappears? When the relationship ends? When the window shuts? You don't get those back. Let this sink in. You are already late. Want to beat the invisible clock? Turn your focus from survival to legacy. Ask this every day. If I died tomorrow, what would I leave behind? Would your work speak for you? Would your story inspire? Would your effort show? You're not just racing against time. You're racing to build something that outlives you. And that race has already started. Here's the full tactical recap. Time block your days. Ruthlessly eliminate distractions. Take action before you feel ready. Focus on one mission. Operate under deadlines. Execute daily without exception. Build a legacy, not just a life. One day, you'll wish you had started sooner. Today is your chance to be that person who didn't wait. Most people die at 25, but aren't buried until 75. We spend decades sleepwalking through life, not because we're not capable, but because we forget we're on a deadline. This is your final wake-up call. Let me take you to a moment. You're lying on your deathbed. It's quiet. Your body is weak. The world has moved on. And suddenly, your life flashes before your eyes. But instead of memories, you see the business you never built, the words you never said, the book you never wrote, the freedom you never tasted, the risks you were too afraid to take. You feel it deep in your chest. That ache, that slow realization. I had more in me, but I never gave it. I waited too long. That's real pain, not failure, regret. Right now, someone is taking their last breath. They had plans, they had dreams, they thought they had time, but time didn't ask for permission. It just ended. What if you knew the hourglass was almost empty? Would you still scroll for hours? Still care what strangers think? Still wait for the right moment? Number you'd act. You'd run. You'd build. You'd tell them you love them. You'd leave the job you hate. You'd go all in. Why? Because there'd be no more excuses. Only action. Guess what? That urgency, it's already justified. You just haven't felt the pressure yet. Let's flip the lens. Instead of asking, what can I get out of life? Ask, what can I leave in this life? Most people chase attention, status, comfort, distraction. But the greats, they chase impact. They think in centuries, not weekends. What am I building that will outlast me? What will my children remember about me? What will the world say when I'm gone? They aren't obsessed with going viral. They're obsessed with becoming unforgettable. That's legacy, and it requires urgency. Imagine your future self, 10 years from now. He's watching you today. When you waste a day, he's disappointed. When you avoid the gym, he's weaker. When you ignore your dream, he dies a little. When you stay silent, he loses a piece of his power. Everything you do now is writing his reality. So when you wake up late, when you scroll endlessly, when you let fear win, you're not just wasting time, you're betraying who you were born to become. Let that land. No more romanticizing motivation, no more waiting for help, no more looking for a savior. You are it. This is your moment. Right here, right now. Not tomorrow, not next month. Now, your dream doesn't die when you fail. It dies when you delay. You've waited long enough. You've overthought long enough. You've played small long enough. This is the moment everything changes. Listen, you're running out of time, but that's not something to fear. It's a reason to move, to ignite, to go all in. So here's what I want you to do. Right now. 1. Write down the one thing you've been avoiding. Set a 48-hour deadline to take the first bold action. 3. Cut the distractions. 4. Go public. Tell someone what you're doing. Accountability matters. 5. Act like you're running out of time, because you are. Then come back here in 90 days and tell me what you built. Tell me what changed. And if you're serious, subscribe to this channel. Watch the next video. Join the mission. Because this isn't entertainment, it's execution. You don't need more time. You need to wake up to the time you already have. The clock is ticking. The question is, will you watch it run out, or will you race it and win? This is Elevate Your Mindset. Let's rise.